team. And if you're saying that you're so dominant in number one, you should do it. Well Off Podcast, we back, baby. Deion and Keenan just had a little pre-debate.
I just want to know. I'm not.
They mad at each other. I got Big Deion to the left of me. Big Deion, I got Keenan, aka the Hammer. I see you back there, Steven. Taylor, you're looking very interested in the conversation this week. I don't know, you look pretty excited. But let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's
start with what we were just talking about. Start with the first comment you said of the podcast. What was it?
I want to talk about the Rams and the Chiefs game. I do want to talk about it. Patrick Mahomes, man, I think we have not seen a quarterback this successful since Ben Roethlisberger. I was telling Taylor that when he come in rookie year, just winning, and I think he's even a little better than Big Ben because.
Is it rookie or is it sophomore year this year?
Definitely this is his rookie. This is sophomore.
This is sophomore year.
Oh, sophomore.
Okay. Oh, sophomore year. Okay.
He only started one game last year.
Okay.
So this is kind of his first year really playing, getting into it. That it wasn't a passing league when Big Ben was at the Steelers so early. You know, it was a run heavy, great defense, and you know they kind of relied on that when Big Ben made that early run to the Super Bowl early in his career. Do we think that Mahomes is gonna make this run? Are the Chiefs gonna get to the? Do y'all think they're going to the Super Bowl?
I like it. Well, I don't think they're gonna get to the Super Bowl, but I like him because he's a success story. Like when he first got drafted, I think he was projected to go like third round. Nobody had him first round, and I remember when Chiefs made that pick, everyone, even the guys on TV, were like, "What the heck is going on? You guys are drafting this guy?" You know what I'm saying? Like people were like, "What?" This guy wasn't on anyone's board to go first round. Okay. He probably would have still been available next round at the Chiefs pick. To be real with you, nobody had him going first round, and look what happened. You know, that was like I told you so pick for the Chiefs. Like, you know, I told you it wasn't a dumb mistake. I did this. You know.
You got the Rams coming out the NFC?
I do. And I think the Chiefs can come out the AFC, but I think overall the Chiefs. I feel like they're magical, and I've seen they have so many explosive plays. They have so much offense, and their offense is a lot of time predicated on those special explosive plays. Mm-hmm. I just like that's hard to sustain playoffs. Everything is tight. The margin for error gets there. You know, mistakes really cost you. Defensive tighten up. It's just hard to think that they're just going to be out there just throwing bombs all game long. Now, do they have the players to do it? Yes. It's not going to change. So, but I'm just saying, do I think they could do that? No. And I haven't seen them grind a game out this year like they will have to at some point in the playoffs. So I think that can possibly trip them up. But at the same time, like I don't know. Like they have a fair chance of doing it because Tyreek Hill's still going to be there.
I'm going to throw this alley-oop in there. I know y'all going to go. Is Marcus Peters the weak chain on the team as far as defensively with the Rams? When the Saints played him, Michael Thomas abused him, dude.
And that was his first game playing man-to-man on a receiver.
Abused. I mean, when people say, like, oh, you look like a chicken with your head cut off, you actually can make the case with bro. Like, I think the touchdown where Michael Thomas hit, literally, he planted the phone on the play. You see Marcus Peters just looking, you know, kind of trying to make the last second call, boop, touchdown. Is he going to be, is he a top corner in the league?
No, also, that was his first game playing man-to-man for a long period of time throughout the game, for even more than half of the game.
Mm-hmm. Is he an elite corner?
Against a good receiver. I don't think he's an elite corner. I don't think he's at the elite level.
He has had some success with
he's had
picking.
A lot of success.
Right, early on. I think he led the league in interceptions for a couple, maybe 2 years back to back. I know for sure 1 year. For sure 1 year he did. Keenan, I see you over there.
No, I'm just you said the statement about the play where he picked up the phone in the end zone. That play right there was Marcus Peters being Marcus Peters. Any other corner would have went and let the ball go and try to tackle the man. Marcus Peters tried to jump up and use his vertical.
Tried to shortcut it in.
That's him being a gambler. That's how he plays. You know what you're getting when you got him. They understand that he is a gambler. He is a big play player. Like I'm not out here playing for knocking. I mean, for tackles. I'm either trying to. When you see him tackle people, he don't wrap up. He try to strip the ball.
That's true.
You see him. He's a very aggressive. He always go for the pick. He gambles. He gets beats a lot of times on double moves. Like if you double move him, the likelihood of you getting that is high. But to me, I think Michael Peters has the best. I think by far ball skills for any cornerback in the NFL. Like in one-on-one situation with him and receiver, he has the best ball skills for a cornerback. Yes, I mean in the terms of elite, some people would say he's not. I think he is, and I think he is for teams that got him because you understand what you're getting. I think you're looking at the time with Michael Thomas and playing man.
That just makes
that's
no,
Talib.
That's
Talib's job. They bought
Talib.
They bought Talib to that team for that specific reason, to follow guys around to do that. They got Marcus Peters out there because I want you to freelance. I want you to be you because I have a guy to do all that. Right now the guy's out, so he's having to fill shoes that he did not think he would have to fill going into that. It's such thing called scheme. He's playing out of position within the scheme right now, and it's costing him.
He's saying he's elite because I know what I'm getting, and he's elite for what he's doing.
When I mean elite,
so what? I don't. So you're basically cutting out the whole corner position. I think he's elite for what he's doing. Therefore, So if I say that's an elite receiver. So I'm taking away no elite receiver. I think he's elite to run the slot and spread. Because are you elite receiver or are you not elite receiver? Are you elite corner or are you not elite corner?
Easy. You can look at what's the guy that plays slot receiver for the Patriots? He plays slot receiver for the
Edelman.
No, not Edelman. The guy that was with the Dolphins at one point, but he came over to. No, I mean not Amendola before him.
Cooks.
No, it was the little guy. He retired from concussions. It was Walker. Wes Walker can say the same thing. Wes Walker was a very dominant receiver in the slot. You take Wes Walker out of the slot, he wasn't that same guy. So yes, that's saying he is very, very dominant.
So Wes Walker is an elite receiver,
huh?
Wes Walker's elite receiver, Kenan.
Slot. And Wes Walker was an elite receiver when he played in the slot. That's what I'm telling you. Within that scheme, he was one of the best slots all time.
Yeah, well, I think
but that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
schemes in football, y'all know that.
But guess what?
Everybody's not a universal player.
Guess what Wes Walker didn't have? He didn't have. I know if I put him in here, he's gonna mess up some plays. I know he might not catch the ball.
I think you can't argue both points because there's obviously a clear distinguish between receivers that can play outside and only can do that, some that play inside and can only do that, and some that can do both.
Okay,
with corner, so I think when I look at elite corner, play man. I'm looking at somebody that can follow anybody on the field, whether it's the big 6'6" tight end, whether it's the best number one receiver, whether it's the best number two receiver. Elite, kind of cornerback to me is, can I put this on this guy and the other opponent is less effective?
And name those.
And that's right.
No, but name those guys in the NFL.
Jalen Ramsey.
Patrick Peterson.
Sure.
Patrick Peterson. For sure.
Just two. So thank you. So y'all are talking about
Jalen Ramsey and Patrick Peterson. So basically, those are elite.
So it's
when
only
you use the word elite, that means top tier.
I mean, so basically, with no stipulations on it, it's just two elite corners. But if you put stipulations on it, some people would say,
I'm sure there's a lot more.
Name them if y'all know so many more.
Well, look up. I'm not going to speak on things I don't have hard facts on.
If they're elite, you know their names. So basically, what I'm saying is,
no. That's not always right. Because just like last year, you said.
When you put stipulations on
don't play on a good team, you might not get your name called.
When you put stipulations on them, then other players come in the league. Like when you put stipulations on them, Chris Harris is an elite slot cornerback. Elite when it comes down to being a slot cornerback.
What is he playing, man?
Huh?
Was he playing, man?
He plays zone, man. He plays all that from the slot. He does a lot for that team. But in that slot, Chris Harris is the best on paper.
He played for the Broncos?
Yes, on paper, all of that. He is.
I put him as a top 5 receiver.
You giving up more touchdowns?
But here's what I'm saying. You have to put stipulations on them because Chris Harris don't venture outside as much.
Bro,
so now he only stays in the slot. So I get what you're saying.
If you're elite, there's no stipulation. If you're elite, there's no but. If you're elite, you're elite.
All right. When I'm looking at,
if you're elite, you're elite.
No football player will argue with you and say Chris Harris isn't elite. Then.
If you're elite, you're elite. There's no but.
There's a such thing as a
but. There's no buts.
Let me say this though. When we look at the best corner overall ever to play the game, prime time, your old man. I don't see him playing no zone. I just
that's a one in a generation type player.
No, Patrick P has that same.
That's
mentality.
another one in a generation type player.
What do you mean, Jalen? It's two people in the.
No. They're definitely two different generations. I mean, a player like that come every 10 years.
I want to know one thing. If this is an elite corner, Why the first time that he plays man-to-man on a good receiver does he give up 200-plus yards? If you're an elite corner.
But you don't know that that's his very, very first time ever playing man-to-man.
Come on, bro. We talk to the coaches. We talk to the coaches.
He's never played.
We talk to the coaches.
Any snaps of man, though? I'm just saying something.
If this man, this whole time, he played man that whole entire game. And what happened to him? That is his first game.
He played man from the slot. Yes, he wasn't.
That's his first game. He played man the whole entire game.
And they made him move on. He was uncomfortable doing it. And yes, he didn't play as well.
Okay, so put an elite corner out there. He's not uncomfortable.
I think we came to the conclusion.
Put an elite corner out there. He's not uncomfortable.
Schemes matter. You never know when you when you move certain players around, how they feel when they do it for the first time.
He hates being wrong.
Schemes matter.
He hates being wrong.
No, I'm just saying, you make it seem like
elite. I'm not elite.
Matter.
We talk to personal people behind the scenes that said this.
They have the same opinion on
that had the same opinion that he's not elite.
And what I'm saying is
if I have to make up stipulations, well, if I do this,
that's what schemes are for.
If I do this,
that's football. That's what schemes are for.
Bro.
That's what schemes are for. Certain people are great.
I got a quick question for y'all, man.
That's a real thing.
I don't even watch football that much.
Keenan's the biggest Marcus Peters fan ever.
No,
hey,
I like Marcus Peters, but
that's cool.
You're a huge fan.
Schemes matter. And y'all too, as football players, sitting up here making it seem like schemes don't matter. Y'all sound crazy.
Huge fan, bro.
Why
do big fan?
If schemes don't matter, why the hell do they have coaches? If schemes don't matter.
So why, if the coaches matter, then why do the coaches that we talk to?
But I'm just saying schemes matter.
If the coaches
certain
matter,
players fit certain people's schemes more than others. That's what schemes are for. You can be great within the scheme. That's why I used the example with Chris Harris. A lot of people don't talk about him as a top tier corner. When we talk about slot corners, Chris Harris matters.
You're a big Marcus Peters fan.
I want to play something for y'all. Let me see this fool, Adrien Broner, man. Adrien Broner and Manny Pacquiao. I want to play the clip really quick, man, so the listeners.
Awesome.
He said he already beat you, brother.
Who y'all got, man? Who y'all got your money on? Pacquiao or Adrien Broner? AB. Not Antonio Brown.
I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'm not big on boxing. I've never watched him win before. I feel like ever since I got on his whole wave, he always talking a lot of noise and getting whooped. Or they always saying he would be cold if he do this or if he do that. So I don't know. I don't know if Manny Pacquiao still got. Manny Pacquiao old, bro. So
if you would put your money on,
I would put my money on either. I'm not even joking.
If you would though.
I'm not knowledgeable in boxing, so I wouldn't. That's what I don't know. I'm not gonna be blind. Like no nigga gonna put their money just blind. I'm just gonna blindly put my money up. No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying if they fought, who do you think would win? I think you can give a decent answer.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know fighting styles. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know either. I don't know how Pacquiao fights versus Adrien Broner fighting style because I don't know his fighting style. Vice versa.
If me and Taylor fought, who do you think would win?
I don't know.
All right.
That's I'm really saying I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like you may think that you may be quick. Taylor look like he's powerful, but what if Taylor quick and powerful?
I'm not even asking.
I don't know. I don't know Taylor's attributes. So when you ask somebody a question, sometimes it helps when they know. I don't want to blindly guess. Like if I was blindly guessing, I would go with the black person. But that could be a stupid observation. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know. So me blindly guessing, yes, I want the black person to win.
Well, I hope Broner
but I don't
wins. Know. I want Broner to win because he just hasn't been doing that good. And I used to be a gigantic Adrien Broner fan, and he wasn't fully focused. And I think if he does his best and puts his mind to it, and really focuses and forgets about the rest of this nonsense, then he'll win. Because Pacquiao is pretty old, but at the end of the day, Mayweather was old too, and. You never know, bro. Pacquiao might go in there and knock him out, to be real with you.
I'm rolling with Pac. I just don't trust AB.
Honestly, if someone gave me $1 million and said you had to bet this, I'm going to bet with Pacquiao, to be honest with you. But I want Broner to win. That's what I'm saying.
I just think AB, he just take everything so childish. So, like that press conference I just heard, or, whatever that was, him commenting on the fight, he's just so funny. Man, I can't see him in the gym training. I mean, he might record. You know, it's just so funny to where I just can't take him honestly so serious to the point to where I can see. Like when I see Mayweather training, I don't see any playing. I just see, you know, he doing the neck thing. He got a 50-pounder on his neck. He hitting the bag. You know, with AB, I just don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm like you know.
I would say if he loses this fight though,
he gonna get knocked out.
It's over. It's done. You're never gonna be on. No, just being real. I'm not saying. I'm saying if he loses this fight, you're not gonna be the premier fight anymore. You're gonna be on undercards from now on because you have to prove yourself to get back that status. And to be real, after he lost that last fight, he should be on undercards. But he has, just the way he talks, he has such a big following because in his early stages, people thought he was going to be Floyd and stuff. So he still has that following. But if he loses this fight, it's really, you're not getting paid as much as you got paid. You're going to be on undercard fights. It's going to be completely different, to be honest with you.
I'm rolling with that, man. Hopefully he wins, but I'm putting my money on Pac-Man because Pac-Man, he gonna swing. I know he gonna throw punches. He tried to hit Floyd. It couldn't happen, but I know he gonna swing. AB, I don't know, bro. Train, I guess. I don't know. Switching on things to another topic, I think it's a pretty good one. Le'Veon Bell turning down that $14.5 million. What are your thoughts on that? If y'all are AB, I'll start with you, Key. If you was AB, or I'm not AB, Le'Veon Bell, are you turning down that money? I'm sure it was because he wanted more. That's why he missed his whole season just now.
I would have because he done it. I looked at an article and they said that he would be on the 3rd-year franchise tag, where they would have to pay him quarterback money next year. So if they franchise tag him, it has to be for like 25. I think 25 or 27 million, one of those. So he'll get more if they franchise tag him this year, and he has to understand they can't get his skills at a bargain anymore. He's another one of those. Very, very elite, once in a generation type players that come around. So you have to find a way to maximize that value in yourself. And the only way you could do that is staying healthy. And he felt like, I don't want to risk it playing on the bargain.
Right.
So if you're paying me top dollar, I have no issue with risking it. But playing me, like even $14 million is not a bargain, but it's no long-term commitment. So if you don't have any long-term commitment, it's a bargain because in the grand scheme of things, $14 million is not going to get him through the rest of his life.
Before you start on Deion, I want to say, man, with athletes holding out, Earl Thomas, the Le'Veon Bells, first rule of nature, self-preservation. I'm with that shit. You know, if your self-worth, you know, they look at you as a number. I was talking to an SMU player. I went to the game on Friday, and I was talking to him about, bro, you got a self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why you in this predicament that you in now, you got hurt. You had to come back a year that you didn't think you were going to have to come back for. If things would have worked out differently, you probably 9 times out of 10 you'd be in the league. You got to preserve yourself, bro. Right. They're not looking at you. I need the most use. If this scholarship is $250,000, you know, I need the most out of that $250,000 that I can get out of this person. Right. You know, I'm looking at the fans. They all looking. You know, SMU this, SMU that, and I'm just looking like, man, being an ex-athlete, like these people have no idea how these guys' bodies feel. They just expect the product to be perfect. You know, I'm looking at guys and I could just tell off body language that they're hurting. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that the average fan that's not accustomed to football, which is a lot of people that watch football, they don't know. So I'm telling him, self-preservation, bro. Hey, Le'Veon Bell, I'm rolling. Sit. Earl Thomas flicking the other sideline off. I remember I was watching an interview. His side off, right. He was saying he didn't practice today because his head was hurting. If the team doesn't want to invest in me, I need to invest in my body. I'm rolling with that shit. I love that type of stuff because, man, it's all capitalism. It's a business. So once you understand that, man, you know, you look at it differently. Not to steal your thunder, Deion. What you thinking about
I
Bell?
Agree. There's nothing else to say.
Right on.
I agree.
I was watching today. I kind of want to get into this, man. We had a shooting in Chicago. We had a young man and his, I'm assuming, fiance, girlfriend. They got into a little domestic violence issue. He ends up shooting her in the parking lot of of the hospital. 2 other people end up getting shot, and he ends up dying himself. I think the police went ahead and took him out. Then you had the Thousand Oaks shooting a couple weeks ago. You had the Jamil Robinson get shot protecting 2 people that were about to shoot up the bar that he was securing at, and he ended up apprehending them and then ends up inadvertently getting shot by the police. A lot of shootings.
That's crazy.
So a sad time, man, for these events to happen so quickly. What are y'all thoughts on the gun control? As far as any solutions, as far as how easy it is to get one or not get one, background checks, or just people's mental, is there any solution in gun control? I have a theory. I want to kind of hear what y'all think. Maybe a solution could be. I don't know. What do you think, Deion?
I honestly think people kill people. And a gun has never shot anybody on its own. Like, a gun just doesn't sit there and just shoots itself. Somehow it got fired. It fell on the ground. Somehow that gun fired off.
Right.
People kill people.
Right on.
So I think people are the problem, bro. If you take away guns, people are going to find something else to do to kill people. Just being real. Now I might start setting off bombs. Now I might do this.
Right.
So I think...
Just the sick mind.
Well, I think people are the problems, and not the guns. But I mean, yeah, you can make it harder to go out there and do that by taking away guns. But at the end of the day, if somebody wants that to happen, it's going to happen.
Right.
Just being real with you. So I don't know. People probably gonna hit me for that because everyone's on the NRA's butt and everything right now.
Speaking your opinion.
I just really think that's the problem.
Keith, what you got any thoughts on a solution to the gun? Just I remember one time on World Star, like in 7th grade, I'm scrolling on World Star, and this comedian made a video of how easy it is to purchase a gun versus getting a fisherman's license. How long it took him to get his fishing license, and how easy it was for him to walk into an Academy or Walmart and buy a pistol. That's kind of, man, when you think about it like that, like, damn. Like, I literally have to wait on this fishing license. Oh, you want a pistol? Which one? Oh, here you go. What your thoughts, though?
Solution, it's hard because, I mean, one could say you stricken up on, the sentencing or the punishment for people who do these things, who kill these people, who shoot these people. But then, that goes into another argument and saying, okay, are you going to be fair? Is it going to be fair across the board? Are you going to treat everybody the same in how they handle it? So the solution, man, is, go back to what Deion said. Like, people kill people. And if they're not shooting guns, they stabbing, they're finding a way to shoot a bow and arrow. You can find it. If you want to get somebody, you're going to get them. And that's just how humans work.
What is the reasoning they're shooting people?
So that's what I feel. I don't think it's the guns.
I think we should attack the reason.
You have to blame something.
The guy,
so I think that's the scapegoat. The guns.
The guy at the Thousand Oaks shooting, he was tweeting it was either, I think he tweeted before, allegedly, during and after. And it was like, once this happens, I'm literally paraphrasing it, but it was something on the lines of, y'all gonna think that I'm crazy, but I'm not. Like, he was kind of jumping on that, y'all are gonna see this and think he's mentally ill, but I'm not mentally ill. Like, kind of like, shut up, to y'all who's gonna say that's the excuse. Like, he did it because, or for whatever reason he did. But this is my theory. Not my theory. I heard somebody say this, and I kind of get where they were going with it. I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and he was saying how he talked to Remy Ma, and she said, what if everybody had guns? Like, everybody. You could keep it on you. This is a theory, so obviously this is something that would actually happen.
How about just...
But hear this out. If everybody had guns, these people that are doing these shootings, in some particular cases, they think twice. The guy shooting up schools and things, the guy from the Vegas Tower shooting. But if everybody had a pistol, or, if you knew that it's a potential of somebody else having a gun while I'm shooting this place up, they would think twice about it.
You think so?
I think. Or less people would die, maybe. I don't know. I just think if it, you know what I'm saying? Like if just, let's
How
say.
many shootings happen in Texas? Is it a lot of them?
Man, it's in the country. It's
a
crazy,
lot?
bro.
People go out there and just kill people in Texas?
I don't know the specifics, data behind it, but I know for a fact. Amber Alert? Yeah, Steven heard it. He's like, what's going on? That's my theory.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, I think what you're saying is like that example is like, have you watched a Western movie? Like, basically, if everybody got guns, now who can shoot the best? So shooting wouldn't stop. It just, I would learn how to shoot better than you. And now my knowing how to shoot better, you would hold rank. So you wouldn't even pull your gun on me because you know I'm better shooting than you are. That's how it was in Western movies. Like, you know, you'll look at somebody the wrong way, and they'll bump into a guy, and they'll look at him and be like, oh, whoa, that's, you know, shirt, you know, quick draw McGraw. I don't want to mess with him because he can pull it out and kill me quick. So I don't want those problems. So that's what really you know, at the example, that's what I feel, that's the feel I got, like a Western. It'd be just how I was in the Western movies. Like, people just out here just popping people, but you're still going to get killed because now I'm better than you. So
It's just, it's tough, man. It's a tough topic because kind of this country was kind of founded upon, like, having guns. You know, like, that's just the thing, or at least in the South, for sure. You know, having guns is like, you know, it's like
it's a means,
religion now. You know, to some people it is.
It's a means to protect yourself.
Yeah, for sure,
but can you fully use that means?
I'm thinking the guns though, like the AR-15s, the automatic rifle guns.
People ain't walking around with those on their hip though.
Yeah, but they
you can't
got
get
them,
you can't get an automatic though. You gotta have a specific license, and you gotta go through hell to get an automatic rifle.
Some people do, bro. Some people have them.
Yeah,
not that I'm saying
it's
it's
go
hard.
through hell to get
to
get those automatic guns.
I'm just saying it something does need to be done about that. And then I was watching the Tekashi thing. He's on this violence thing. And just watching how he moves, and now he's in the general population of jail. Your phone, somebody phone ringing? Damn, who's missing?
Yeah, somebody at you, man.
Straight up. Tekashi, what are y'all thoughts on that, man? As far as him being in the general population, I'll give you some facts. They picked him up on Saturday, according to TMZ, and basically, they picked him up for protection. They're like, look, you know, some guys in your former gang or whatever, they're trying to kill you. Yeah. He ends up saying, you know what, I'm good. I don't need you guys' protection. He signs a waiver, gets released on that day, the same Saturday. Ends up going right back in. It was almost like they were setting him up like to, hey, look, you can give us some information, we can protect you. Obviously, he wasn't trying to do that. Boom, we're going to get him on this RICO charge. If you don't know what a RICO charge is, watch Power. It'll explain it, basically. It's pretty much like they've got you for so many things built up, like literally cases on cases to where, you know, you're kind of guilty by association. You may not be the head, but they feel like they've built enough on this case to where they can include you on the Treyway gang. It's from what news reports are saying. You gotta watch how you move. You do.
100%.
What are y'all thinking about that? Got an album coming out on Friday.
I think it sucks because I'm a 6ix9ine fan.
You like?
Yeah, I'm a 6ix9ine fan for sure. So I think it sucks. I don't want him to go to jail and be in population because you're a guy in jail with rainbow hair with 6ix9ine on your face.
And
you know that's
in general pop.
Yeah, in general.
And they were saying that people in the gang were in that population.
So it's tough, but I think some people look out for him now.
Yeah,
because some people will be fans. Those guys in jail are fans too of people, and also just they might want some money or something. Like I'll check
you for protection.
Yeah,
right
like
on.
so.
Solid for you, you know.
But I hate it, and just the stuff they said he was dealing fentanyl for the last 5 years, heroin. I think he's just a big name for all the things they're trying to do. I don't think, because 6ix9ine didn't have any money prior to his come up, and you could see his story, and he was really struggling, bro. And so if he was this big kingpin that they were talking about,
why was he sleeping on the floor?
Yeah, why was he doing all this? You know, for 5 years, I've been a kingpin. For 5 years, I just think he's associated with the wrong people, bro. And then he found that out, and it was just too late.
I think a bigger message is too. He's a good example for these social media guys that may be putting things on there as far as getting the feds affiliated with your page. Like, you gotta understand, man. I got partners and homeboys I hit up on Instagram all the time. I'm like, bro, take that off your Instagram story. Take that off of Snapchat. You know, don't think for a second that these things can't be watched. You have to be naive. Really? You know, you putting X, Y, and Z on your story. You know, he's saying SMD 6ix9ine all the time. Well, just how you move, man. People watch you. They study you. They rob you.
I think that was his game plan, though.
Yeah.
Like
I think a lot of
so it wasn't I don't like. I know he knows that's people are watching me, and that's what I want.
He took it for granted, bro.
He just didn't think it would go left like it did.
I think like I said, bro, I think he's caught up in something he has nothing to do with. To be real with you, so I think his game plan was just, I want more eyes on me. Now, like, I'm just caught up in bullcrap right now.
I mean, I think he's caught up in something that he has little to do with, but it's just hard to believe that. I just feel like it's hard to believe that I'm so naive that I'm hanging with people and they all, you know,
out to get you, kind of.
Not out to get you, but it's just like my dad used to tell me, like, you hang around with shit long enough, you don't get shit on you. It's hard to think that I'm out here doing bad stuff people are doing bad stuff, and every time I'm with these people and they go do bad stuff, I go home and sleep on my floor.
Shootings.
Yeah, it's like it's just hard to believe that I was never ever involved in that. Now, I'm not saying he did those things, but what I'm saying is just very, very hard to believe that he didn't have one of those knucklehead moments. Well, and just say I possibly slightly participated in some nonsense that I ain't had no business participating in, and that possibly, you know, started to linking him with all these other bad things that they've done.
And back to Deion's point, he was catching fire. Like, he was picking. People were starting to like him.
He was.
Bro, he
won me over.
Like, bro, look at the comments on Shade Room and stuff. Every time they post him, people are like, I actually like this guy now. This guy's growing on me. He was slowly changing to where a lot of people like this guy, bro. A lot of people like him, and I just think he's caught up in the wrong thing right now, bro. And it sucks because he's not with those people anymore. So
they can say anything.
I don't think one of them will take the charge. I don't think one of them will be like, no, it was actually me, because he's not cool with them anymore. Mm-hmm. So I don't think one of them. I think if he was still affiliated, one of them would come out and be like,
I'll take this bid.
I'll take this bid. What's it? 20 years plus this, or I'm facing life. Hopefully I get 30 to 40 years. Hopefully out of everything. Some of those, they charge you with everything. You're not gonna get charged all that. Some of those are gonna get dropped. Some of the cool. Hopefully I get 10 years here, 20 years here, whatever. Cool. By the time, hopefully, just have this saved up for me, bro. Take care of my people. Cool. And some friends will do that for you. Some people in a gang will do that for you because you're the talent. You're the one that's allowing the whole gang to eat. So some people will do that. But I think since he's not part of those people anymore, then that's not going to happen. So I just hate it for him because he was actually doing good, bro. And now it's just down the drain.
Right on.
It's like the dude Bobby Shmurda. It's a similar story.
Yeah. Moving things on. I saw you had the meeting with Southwest with the nonprofit. NeverQuitNeverDie.org if y'all want to check it out. Soundbite. No, how did the meeting go, man? With a lot of stuff you got going on.
Curtis Midkiff, and it was pretty cool, and it was very down to earth. And the guy was wearing sweats and a jacket, a hoodie, you know. So, and he was like, "I'm sorry for not." Yeah, he was just, and he saw me wearing like just pants and a shirt, and he was like, "Man, you basically." I could have been casual like him. Yeah. But he was so down to earth. In Southwest, man, they have a place that's like no other. You know, we met with a few Fortune 500 companies, but they have nothing. It's nothing but culture. It's nothing but funny paintings on the wall. It's nothing but just their come up story. 1990, you know, in a football thing, 1990. It's nothing but just hangout spots. Like, this is the Halloween room where it's nothing but just funny Halloween stuff. This is the chill pool table room where it's nothing. It's just, it was the most coolest down to earth place. It looks like a millennial made it. To be real with you, it was really, really It was amazing, to be honest.
With the people that don't know exactly what the nonprofit is for, what is your goal?
It's to help the inner city kids. It's called Never Quit, Never Die. Never quit chasing your goals and never let your dreams die. And that's what we're trying to teach and show that these inner city families and kids. So that's our mission, and we're going to go out there and do that.
I like
and we're meeting with these big time companies to partner with them on a lot of events and partner and get grants and things of that sort, So if one of you guys watching this want to help us out.
For sure. Helping inner city kids out with kind of, Keenan, hand on this too, with things like, let's say you're looking up to the football world, right? As a kid, we've been playing football for so long. Football. That's all we kind of know is football. What is something that you know now from football that when you were chasing it that you would have known? If that makes sense.
Say it again. So
what you know now from the game of football, when it was just, I want to get to the NFL and get to the league as a little kid, let's say late elementary, early middle school, chasing the football dream. What's something that, kids may be watching right now or somebody watching that, just insight on the game that maybe you wouldn't know until after it's over?
I think you gotta love it. And when I say love it, you have to, you can't look at it like I love it because what it can do for me. I feel like the moment you start looking at it like that, you understand why you're doing what you're doing, but I think that's when you kind of it's not pure anymore. It's a job. And with every job, you think, how long do I want to work this job?
I totally disagree, bro.
I completely disagree. So, 100%.
I think players should play the game. I think they should play the game and understand about. I want to have that understanding about what the game can do for me. But at the same time, just play the game for. I'm not saying blind. I'm not saying y'all think that I'm saying.
I disagree 100%.
Play the game to just play it. I'm not saying it. I'm saying that once players get to the point that you understand what the game can do for you, you have a purpose to play it, but that's when your clock starts ticking a lot of times because you start thinking to yourself, now I'm looking at it like, oh, this is a business. What's next? What do I want to do next? So I think once you have that period, you're playing the game and you're enjoying the game. Don't be naive and don't think about the business side of the game in there, but just understand it's okay to just play the game. I'm not saying be dumb. You can play the game and understand what the game can do for you, but once you solely start thinking about what it can do for you, that's kind of when you on you're on your way out.
I'll let you start Dan because I know you want to jump on this, and I'll be quick. Well, here's why I disagree with it. Because I think if I could talk to my little league self, loving the game was the first mistake I did. Because when you love the game, it's a relationship. All you want to do is be around. I used to sleep with the freaking football, man. Loving the game was my first mistake, and football don't love you back. It doesn't love you back.
It doesn't.
I just watched. I remember watching Sid jump 2 inches off the ground and snap his Achilles on a damn volunteer day. You volunteering your time.
It's football fault. Did football do that to him?
The injury was because of a football sport. So yes, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as I'm making a cut. I just tear my ACL. Boom.
But you're saying you want to tell your little league self to don't love the game.
Yeah, don't love the game. Love what it. I'm saying literally the total opposite of what you're doing.
Yeah, and I agree about the total, complete opposite. I think you have to understand when you get older, you understand I don't really love football. I love what it could do for me. There's people, I love painting, I love playing a video game. If you love football, you would go out there and play it for free.
But some people can do both.
If you love football, you would go out there and play it for free now.
But I don't. But I get what you're saying. You would. But why would I do that when I love it and they would pay me?
Okay,
I can love it and they pay me.
I think you have to understand. If football didn't pay you, these people, you wouldn't love football. So you have to understand. I don't love football. I love what it could do for me, for my family. So understand. I need to be the best. I need to do this. I need to do that. But take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Because you stop playing it, then you're lost.
Yeah.
I think you
have
both.
to understand.
I've been there.
You have to love what it could do for you. You have to understand. I don't really love. Listen, like you can't. You're right. I can love what I do. I love being out here grinding, But the reason I'm doing this, to be real with you, is because I'm gonna make a lot of money out of it, and I wanna be the best to do it.
But what
if I didn't make money out of this, then I wouldn't love it.
That's true. But what I'm saying is, in the process of you can understand why you're doing it while still loving it. But I'm saying once you start to put that whole sole purpose of I only love football for what it can do for me, I feel like those are the players that are like you're transitioning on your way out. So I feel like as a high school player, I don't want to teach a high school player to do that because now you're going to think business decisions, everything you do. It's like a lot of times you hear cornerbacks in the NFL talk about tackling as a business decision. This is a business decision. You won't reach the NFL if you think it's a business decision because you can't be in college. I mean, you can't be in college and not willing to grind and not willing to do certain things because you think that certain things could be a business decision. So I want you to understand that, yes, you do this because of what it can do for you and what it can futurely, do for you, provide for you, your family, your loved ones, and everyone around you. But I feel like sometimes it's okay to still have that love and joy for the game while understanding that without putting it at the forefront of your decision making.
I think so. Why did you play football in high school? Because it gave you a free education in college.
Wait,
if you couldn't get a free education,
I wouldn't have did it.
Out of the thing, you would have put your love and your effort into something else that could have helped you out.
I didn't.
So in saying that, you didn't love it. You love what it could do for you. You love the result that it could bring.
You did that, but I didn't play football. I played football in high school because I wanted to go to college to play more football. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
I wanted to go to college. I didn't want to go to college to get a free education. I could care less about school when I wanted to play more football.
So what? You want to play more football to ultimately do what? Get to the NFL
and play more football. But I'm just saying.
If there was no NFL, there was no nothing, you would have continued playing football. If you couldn't get paid for it, that's what I'm at. But I'm asking you. It's a yes. If you wouldn't have got paid for it, if the ultimate goal wasn't making a lot of money, would have sat there and played football? No, because you would have put your time and effort into something and fall in love with something that would help me get out the situation.
But that's what I'm saying. You could do both. I'm just saying you don't have to put that at the forefront of your thinking.
Let me get back to
once you put it at the forefront of your thinking, you're kind of transitioning the way out. That's what I'm saying.
I did that. To kind of get back to the topic, as far as I get what both of y'all are saying, I'm more so of the letting my younger self know, don't love the game, bro. It don't love you back.
Then you won't play it for long.
No.
You would because I want to get out my situation. I'm good at this. I'm gonna get out my situation.
Right on.
To be real with you,
like
I remember, love it while doing it.
I remember Coach Morris held a camp at SMU, and the seniors had spoke, and I was telling the young high school guy. I remember being at camps. I was telling the high school guys, if you like the game, you won't last in college. You have to love the game. It was a little truth behind that, but looking at it now, even if you do love the game, the game does not love you back. I'm watching,
you don't have to love it. Okay, what I'm saying, if you don't love what I'm saying, if you look at a player like Antonio Brown loves what football can do for him. Mm-hmm. Antonio Brown loves everything that football comes with, but he actually has a pure love for the game. The reason why I can say that is because he loves you don't work as hard as you work to be good. It's like it's ways you can still love it. You can still love the game in the process of loving what it do for me. I can do both. I love what it does for me, but I still get a pre-enjoyment because if that's the case, you would never see a smile on his face while he playing. That's why they smile. That's why you have fun.
I 100% disagree with everything you're saying.
I feel you.
I think I love what it could do for me. I love the grind. I love being the best at what I'm doing. And while I'm out there, I love the whole team aspect. I love chilling with my niggas every day. I love being in the locker room. I like, bro, this is an area when I could grind. But if I could do this same thing by playing back, if I could do the same thing, if washing cars make the same money as football, I will fall in love with a whole thing of washing cars because I will go out there and be the greatest car washer of my life. And I will wake up every morning and work my butt off to wash the cars, and I will go out there and be the greatest, and I will be in love with washing cars because washing cars can make me millions and millions.
But what I'm saying is everybody don't attach their love to money. It's okay to some people.
No one ever said anything about loving money.
But I'm just saying, or love what all it can do in the benefits. You can love the game of football as well as loving what it does for you. You can do
play
both.
Football to get out their situation.
Yeah, but some people say this. Love the game at the same time. They do both.
I'll say this. This is my cold-hearted opinion. if you love football because you just love football, I don't think that's very smart.
I would say if you love football, you'll do it for free. The people that love football, or the guys
I was just about,
that's out there playing flag football, the guys that's doing it, those are people that really love football.
Those are people that come to be coaches. The guys that love football is the guy who plays football and then becomes coaches because I love it so much. I want it to still be a part of me so I can pass it on to other people.
Okay,
that's the love for the game.
And my father taught me when a coach told me that, ask that same coach, if you weren't getting paid, would you be out here coaching?
That's my only point.
Would you be out here coaching me? No. Okay, if high school coaches and everything cool. If my college coach wasn't getting paid, would you be out here coaching me?
It's GAs out there that don't get paid.
Okay, but the reason I'm a GA,
GAs out there.
There's a reason why I'm a GA, so I can go and hopefully get a lot of money one day.
But what
That's
I'm
the
saying
reason
is,
to be a GA.
everything is not tied to money.
I'll say this.
Come on, bro. You're doing a job because of money. Bro.
Yes,
this
but
is
at the
my
same
job.
time, you're doing it because of money, but you still can love your job. That's what I'm telling y'all. You can love it and do it for money. You can do both.
Key. The only thing I'm saying is...
So y'all are telling me I can't do both?
No, I'm saying go get a job that you make $20,000 a year and fall in love with it, since it has nothing to do with money.
Some people do it.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm not even joking. Like some people love being the custodian.
You need to have a panel and talk to them about it.
No, it was a guy that's a custodian that does a simple job that the kids. I saw it on Instagram. The kids surprise him in the gym. Okay, the guy busts out in tears because he loves his job so much.
And that's who you're talking to right now. You're talking,
and that's okay. But you can love both. That's what I'm saying. Like everything is not just all of a sudden just income driven. That's all I'm telling y'all.
I think a lot of
for somebody to do football for free, you're fucking insane.
Nobody would have to do it for free because it pays. No job is for free, but what I'm saying is you can do both. You can do it for the love of the game and love of what comes with it. You can do both.
Say, bro.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's too much information. It's too much information. It's too much information out there that obviously shows football being a negative effect on your brain. So for anybody to do all of that for free,
Shelby, stop saying for free. We're
do you know why?
But that's my point. If you take the money aspect out of the NFL or college football, I would not be doing that. Putting my body at risk? Come on, bro. Talk real, bro.
Nobody would do a job for free. That's what I'm saying. So
I would do this. I would podcast for free. I would if
no, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. I would. I would love to give people free game. I would love to give people free game. I have no problem. So basically
what you're saying is you don't want people to ever support you so you can never start making money.
Say, bro, if I kill my 9 to 5 and moved up to that,
that's basically what you're saying.
If I kill my 9 to 5,
if you're saying I'll do this for free, like then I don't want y'all to support me because I don't want to grow big enough to make money.
I'm doing it for free now. I'm doing it for free now.
Yes, because for what? And what's your goal? To do what?
Right, I have goals, but
you're going to do what? To do what?
I have goals.
To do it.
My point that I'm making, Key, is if the goals never came and I got the funds to support my own podcast, I would drop one every freaking week.
There's people that love painting, people that love reading, people that love. That's something I truly love doing.
Keenan.
So if football was just a hobby and you couldn't get paid off of it,
for sure.
No, if football was just a hobby and you couldn't get paid off it, a lot of these people wouldn't love the game that they're playing because I love it and I gain that because of what it could do for me.
And I'm not saying everybody has to, but what I'm saying is you can love the game and also love what comes with it. You can do both.
Young Bucks.
That's what I'm saying.
Do not love football.
That's okay.
Just love what it can do for you and your family. You think Aaron Hernandez got seats? You know what I'm saying? Like Junior Seau, like these people, football has negatively affected their life. Huge.
And these people know what they signed up for. They know what they signed up for.
And if you take money out of that situation, they would not do it.
Would you love something that doesn't love you back?
Just
being real. Would you love something that doesn't love you back? No,
I'm just giving the kids.
If I'm going to think deep, if I'm going to spend 30 years out of my life playing it, I'm going to think very, very deep.
Anybody young, playing the game, chasing the game, love what it can do for you. Because I promise you, if we could go back to that same day, say it towards Achilles for a voluntary workout, he would not do it. If you know what I'm saying, like literally, he jumped 2 inches off the ground, snapped his Achilles. Like, bro,
I would say you can
love what you're doing and have fun, and also love what it do for you.
I would say just understand what you're doing it for, and then you fall in love with it that way. Then fall in love.
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
But the thing I'm saying is there wouldn't be no love if you weren't getting paid for it.
Thank you.
a lot of things. Nobody would love anything. Like you wouldn't.
No. There's people that there's a woman.
You wouldn't love a woman. No. You wouldn't love a woman that could do absolutely nothing.
There is a woman that just made me a piece of art because she loves painting. There's people that go out there and read books because they love reading.
There are people that podcast for free.
Taking walks. There's people that love doing this. This is something I love doing. I'm not getting paid for that. I love doing it.
There's people who play flag football that love playing flag football.
And that's exactly what we just said.
It's pro players.
That's exactly what we just said. That's exactly what we just said.
It's pro players that coach, that love football, that coach at high schools for free.
Exactly. And cool.
Y'all
those
just
people
said
that love it.
Y'all just, but y'all just saying if you didn't get paid for it, you wouldn't do it. It's people that do it for free. I promise you.
There's people that coach in high school for free.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and those are the people
who love it.
That actually love it.
But
for the most part,
you can do both.
You wouldn't have did any of this if it didn't make any money.
Everybody can't do both. What I'm saying is, I'm not arguing with y'all. I'm just telling y'all are right. But I feel like you can love the game and love what you're doing, and also love what it's doing for you. You could do both. That's all.
If you didn't make any money off of it, you wouldn't even start it.
That's cool.
Trying to love.
Well.
You wouldn't have.
I think that was a great discussion for anybody young watching, wanting to play football. Ladies with your kids, you take them to football practice. Understand, not love the game. I'm trying to tell you, man, because you're not loving the game when you tore ACL, tore a hamstring. All of these are reasons because you were playing football. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a thin line, kid. I get what you're saying.
It comes with it. It comes with the sport, and you know that. So at the same time, you cannot. Don't blame football. Like I get what you're saying, but you're saying, "Oh, why I can't love football because I can tear my ACL." You know that.
No, we're saying the love would never be there if there was no money involved.
That's it.
That's cool.
It wouldn't.
That's cool. I understand that's y'all statement. I feel it.
Dude, okay.
So funny, bro.
No, I'm not. Because we're going back and forth. I've said what I've said. Y'all said what y'all said.
But I feel like there is a point behind this, though. There is a great point behind this argument for sure. I think somebody would take some type of. I think they'll take something good out of it. That was my last topic, though, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to get off? I did see Paris Hilton and this is random. Paris Hilton and her ex-fiance are having a ring dispute. Who gets the ring? I think that's some bullshit. If I bought the ring and you say you don't want to get married anymore, I mean,
yeah, I want to talk about
why do you need the ring? But what you about to say?
Sure. The XXX.
Oh, topic. yeah, the XX. What were you saying about them?
They're making a movie, and a lot of people are going back and forth.
The rapper XXXTentacion.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
For the people who don't.
And you always see people quoting or putting. Why do you guys think the guy?
Damn it, Taylor.
Yeah, you have people saying. Why do you think this guy is legendary? Like, why do you guys think this and that about this guy? There's a lot of people that hate him, but there's even more people that love him.
Do you think he's legendary in your opinion?
No, I just think he was relatable for a lot of people out here, and I think that's why a lot of people love him because. He spoke on things, his personal life, his personal issues about suicide, about this, and these days everyone's depressed. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people love him because when he came out of jail, he overcame a lot. He had the thing with his girlfriend where he beat her, did crazy things to her, and I mean he overcame a lot. And then he was trying to change his life. His last video was about killing his old self.
Is he movie worthy? That's really what I'm asking. In your opinion, is he movie worthy?
I don't know. I don't write movies.
That's a good answer.
So I really don't know.
I feel you. That's a good answer.
But if I was a businessman, then I will put money into it because everyone loves this guy. If you love something or you hate something, there's two things you could. If you get both of those reactions, if somebody either loves or hates what you do, they're still going to watch what you do. If they love what you do, I'm going to watch you. If I hate what you do, I'm going to watch you because I hate you so much. I still want to see what you're doing. I want to see what you're doing just so I can hate on you more. So
free game.
So, and the guy that's funding it, a lot of people are going to watch it because I hate this guy and I love this guy. So I'm going to check it out just because I hate it. I just want to see how bad it is. So a lot of people watch Floyd Mayweather just to see him lose because they hate him so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely I like how you broke that down. I get both sides of it. Why it's hurt? Why a lot of people would watch it. I could say, is he? In my opinion, is he movie worthy? I don't deem anybody to be movie worthy, but I didn't go see the Tupac movie until I met D-Ship, and I actually thought that was a good movie. But I didn't go see Tupac movie because I didn't grow up in the. I wasn't a big Tupac fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was a good movie. I think Tupac is dope. I'm not knocking him, but to me, he's just not somebody I went to go see. But once I met D-Ship, cool guy, great actor. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love with the movie. So maybe I possibly can change my mind. Maybe I don't want to go see it at first. Anything can happen. I can see an article, read an article about this guy, get more intrigued, possibly see the movie. So nobody is deemed movie worthy or not.
I think it's bullcrap with all the recordings coming out and stuff.
Like, what is Well, my take on it,
be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Before you get into the recordings, my take on X is I don't think you should speak for the people that are, I'm sure there'll be people outraged that he's getting a movie made. I'm sure. Don't speak ill on the dead. I think that's important. I think that is very important because they have no chance to respond or have a rebuttal or,
But what if it's
everybody.
just the truth? Like,
yeah, that's truth. Okay, yeah. You know how many great men have put their hands on women?
No, 100%. 100%.
For anybody that's hashing on that, not that I'm saying that what they did with putting their hands on women was great. People make mistakes. Yeah. You know how many women have put their hands on men?
100%.
I just think you shouldn't speak ill. I think you should be very careful with that, speaking ill on the dead. And if the movie comes out, Deion said he was relatable to a lot of people. I never listened to any of his music. Only time I listened to him was when he was featured on a song with Trippie Redd.
He's talented, though. He's very talented.
Guy. It was actually his song.
Trippie
Redd was featured on that song.
Okay.
He didn't give you longevity.
That was his song, yeah.
But he was very talented.
I like Trippie Redd a little bit. It was one of the new little artists I kind of listened to. And just, watch how you speak ill, on dead people. I think that's the big thing. Just be careful with that. Yeah. Social media, a lot of times we see so much negativity to where we fall into it. Now that's me. But just
y'all just cutting out today, boy.
No, my phone never rings. Yeah. Well, we about to see the recordings to close this out.
Yeah, I think it's bullcrap. Yeah, there it goes. But I say even there it goes. This. There it goes. Yep, now my phone's ringing. It's contagious out here.
Yeah. Next, bro.
But I say take it from Batman when Two-Face died, and Batman said, "I want him to die an honorable man. I didn't want to show this and that, or no, don't tell this and that. Just let him die an honorable man. We're not going to tell how he went crazy at the end or he did this. No, I want him to die an honorable man." And for these recordings to come out now, about him admitting that he beat and did stuff to his ex-girlfriend, and it's just him basically crying.
He was young though. He was very young.
Yeah,
he was a young man who make mistakes.
It was basically him. It was him crying, basically saying that I did it to her. I feel terrible. Basically, literally saying he feels terrible. He did it to her. I can't believe himself, just putting himself down about what he did, and now everyone, I told you he did it. He's a terrible, miserable person.
No, we died when he was 20 or 19.
He was very.
I mean, but those same people.
I'm not saying
those same people that say that, and I mean this is a whole nother conversation. But the same people that say that are the same people. For example, I saw a guy tweet the other day, and everyone's just bashing this dude, saying he doesn't even know why a specific running back is in the NFL. Oh no, he was talking about Tyreek Hill. He was saying I love the Chiefs, but I can't stand watching Tyreek Hill because of what he did to his girl, or I don't even see why this guy is even allowed in the NFL.
Something happened when he was in college, right?
And people are like, so you're God.
Yeah.
I forgot your name was God. So you're judging everybody.
This leads to a good social media conversation.
So you've never done this, you've never done that. So the guy was literally just saying, and it was a verified account, and literally everybody was just bashing him, saying you're really stupid, though.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, I can't believe they even let Tyreek Hill in the league. I love the Chiefs, but I hate watching this guy. Who would even let him play football anymore? And people are like, bro, what are you so mad at?
I can't say that, but I think that. I don't know. With that, you just have to be careful on social media because it's just it's a tool. You shouldn't take too much into it. Understand what it's for. How you always tell me, Deion, and man, y'all get off y'all phones. That shit bad for you.
Bro, what about the freaking? One more thing. What about the guy from the Falcons that tweeted when Reed got kicked out of the game? It said now he could go take a knee in the locker room. He used to play for the Falcons.
What?
It was a white receiver tweeted. What's his name? Eric Reed?
No. Yeah, Eric Reed. That's
when Eric Reed got kicked out. No. What the dude? Yeah, the one that was Kaepernick.
He came from LSU.
Yeah, the dude with Kaepernick. He said
he used to play with the 49ers.
Yeah, he got kicked out of the game the other week, and he said, well, now he could go take a knee in the locker room. And everyone was like, everybody went off on him. He's like a sports commentator now, and people are like, bro, what?
This is what I will say. He's right to his own opinion. I've been learning not to be so sensitive. He's right to have that opinion. Whether it's right or wrong, that's for anybody to agree or disagree with.
Some opinions are wrong, though.
Right.
I'm glad you said that.
So you're not just right to say. I mean, you're right to say something wrong, but I mean, at the end of the day, you should know it's wrong.
Now he can take a knee in the locker room. Yes, I can take a knee in the locker room now because you don't feel that it's important enough for me to make a stand on cops shooting my people. So that's all you have to say back? Yeah, he can take a knee now in the locker room. You're right. He absolutely can. That's how you just kill people with just kind of with kindness or sarcasticness, or sarcasticness, if that's a word, but being sarcastic. That's some bullshit to say, I think, because you kind of shit, but like that's with Dak fucking Prescott. Like, I don't want to bring my political views into a game that I love so much. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
But you have to understand.
And that's how I feel.
I think the best thing he could have said was no comment.
That's what he could have said. And I feel like by him speaking, he really should have said no comment.
He made himself look dumber and dumber.
Yeah,
he made himself look like Uncle Tom.
Because you make yourself pick a side now. If I talk, I got to pick a side. And whatever side I pick, somebody won't like it. So the best thing to say is no comment.
People would have respected you as a man. They would have been like, all right, bro, I see what you're doing. If you would have just said no comment. But now you're basically saying, no, I'm gonna be a slave.
He's saying
you're saying just say no comment.
Yeah, no, I think while he was just speaking, in the process of speaking, he was trying to be so politically correct, and he was understanding that as I'm going, oh man, everybody in the world is going to hear what I'm saying, so I have to dress it up. And the more I dress it up, the worse it sounds. And unfortunately, that dug him in a hole that I don't think that he meant to dig himself in. If he can go back in time, I'm sure he would just say no comment. Like,
he's right to. It's all relative to perspective. He's right to his opinion. Great. Me, it's too many shootings, bro, for you to say that. It's too many people dying for you to just. What? When is the right time? When somebody close to you gets shot by a cop? Is that the right time, Dak?
How you know ain't nobody close to him ever got shot by a cop, though?
If that's the case, you're absolutely right, Key. And if that's the case, for him to say that is a spit on their face. For you to say, I don't want to take a stand.
I agree, but at the same time, I felt like he just spoke.
Come on, bro.
He spoke.
It's too many black. It's too.
It's a touchy subject. It's tough.
It can be touchy, but my thing is, when will it not be touchy? When somebody close to you dies from a cop shooting?
Me and you agree, but what I'm saying in the position that some of these NFL players are in, if they don't articulate themselves the right way, it's a touchy subject because you lose fans. On the other side, you lose endorsements. On the big, broad perspective side, you get people who are so naive and don't understand what you're speaking about to lash out against you. So it's a lot of things that sometimes it's best to say no comment and use a different platform.
For anybody, I want to say this. I'm not saying they
shouldn't use the NFL.
I want to say this before you start, Deion. For anybody to think that taking a kneel, I go back. For anybody black thinking that for you to take a knee is the NFL is not the place, like i.e. Dak Prescott. Just go read the lyrics on the song. Just read the national anthem. Just go read who the song is for. Just do a little research. Who the intent of what these words meant,
But
or
do
the
you-
third stanza being taken out of the song.
But do you abide by, like, do you even sing the national anthem when it comes on?
I don't know it.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, I get what you're saying, but in the broad scope of things, like, I think a lot of people, yes, you should use your platform for it, but I don't even know the whole Star Spangled Banner.
That's not my point.
I've never
You missed
sung
the
it.
whole point.
I'm
You-
not-
For you to commit to something that you don't know about,
Whoever said I committed
I'm not
to
sure.
it?
I'm saying for people, the people that I'm just saying,
Some of those
let's
people-
just go on a history lesson.
Some of those people that committed to it, they know what it stands for. They
Well, let's
just
just
still
say
believe it.
back to Prescott. I think I know we're over an hour, but it is what it is.
I like it.
I think as far as Prescott, I think if he's on a different team under a different
Owner.
under not the most powerful or the richest
Organization.
organization in sports, it would have been different. But and then I was gonna say leading that, and then it's gonna lead to a different topic. So we could start this topic next week. That I think football players are more slavish or whatever you want to say than basketball players. I think basketball players have way
The
more
free
freedom
range.
than do what they say and do what they want, say what they want than football players. I think football players is more of what you guys call slavery than basketball.
And you know what's so funny? You say that the term owner in football is thrown around so much. In basketball, you don't really hear. I mean, you hear it, but in football, it's like, oh, this owner, that owner. Just that word owner, that shit just make me like.
No, I feel, and I don't mean actual slaves, but I'm just saying how you guys call football slavery, or I would just say football players are more have
Confined.
to be obedient. You have to
Abide by
walk.
rule.
You have to walk the line more in football than basketball players. I really do. Dog, these dudes cuss in interviews, say the F word. You see comments on ESPN where quotes and pictures where they say effing and just bleep out. Basketball players really do whatever they want. LeBron could go
Klay
and
Thompson
say,
was drinking a beer.
LeBron could say, I'm with Cap, I'm doing, and nobody
what,
hates
I
LeBron.
can't breathe. Sure, I remember all the.
But we'll get that next week. We'll do all that
For sure,
next
for
week,
sure.
you know?
That Well Off Podcast, and we are going to be out. Please leave us comments. We love your feedback.
Just let Keenan know how wrong he is every episode, please, because
I'm not wrong. I just
think pride is a problem for Keenan.
No,
and
it's not.
I'm gonna call a doctor.
Keenan, I keep hearing you the superstar of the show.
I'm gonna call the doctor.
Y'all think one way, and I want you to understand.
No.
Y'all, not only do y'all think
multiple ways.
Not only do y'all think. Not only
We
do
think
y'all
multiple
think one way. Y'all
cut it.
in the